Welcome back. Playing more Mario Maker 2 here. But yeah, you know, like, when you care about somebody, like, here's the thing about being friends. Like, being friends with somebody isn't just about, like, kissing their ass. Awesome, I got that to spawn again. You don't just kiss someone's ass when you're friends. If you're really friends with them and they're doing something that's fucking up or fucking you up or, you know, like, fucking your day up or whatever, or you see that they could be making better decisions than what they're making, like, let them know, because that's what a true friend would do. You know, we don't just kiss each other's ass. Like, we let each other know, hey, you are fucking up. And that is the best thing that you can do. And they may resent you for it a little bit at first, but then after a while, if they're, like, really meaningful, like, you know, somebody that you really need in your life, they're going to figure out that you're just there to help and you're not trying to make them feel bad. You want them to do better, you know? Now, there's a difference, because, like, when I was a kid, like, I had this music teacher, and he wasn't there to try and make me feel better about myself. I don't know where that last coin is. I'm looking for the last coin, if y'all are wondering. Because if I go up here, I'm pretty sure that's where the red door is. So right now, I'm just kind of trying to figure out... Oh, son of a bitch. I'm just trying to figure out where that last red coin is. But anyway, back to the music teacher. This music teacher I had, I remember he told me I wouldn't amount to anything. Like, he was like, you're not going to amount to anything in music. I don't know why you're in my band. Yet he still let me be in band. And the reason why is because he knew that, like, getting anybody to be in band, like, it was just... I think the thing is he wanted to get himself closer and closer to being out of D-class band. There it is. D-class, so, like, you have, like, different classes, A, B, C, and D, and, like, A class is, like, a lot of band members, and B class is, like, not as many, and C, and, like, you get the picture, like, the further down you go, and I think it only goes to D. I don't really quite remember, but we were a D-class band, and, you know, so if somebody, like, showed interest in being in band, he didn't care if they, you know, his whole idea was, like, man, we could just put Jimmy on the sidelines and he'll play cymbals, because we can teach a chimpanzee to play cymbals. Jimmy, don't be going through doors that you're not supposed to be going through. Get down in there, thank you. You know, it's like, oh, well, we can at least get Jimmy to bash some cymbals. I mean, even dumb people can do that. And that was, like, really his whole approach to it. Like, he never said that, but I know that's how he thought, because he didn't ever want me to be on the field marching. He just didn't want that. He thought that I couldn't handle it or whatever, or he didn't want me to fuck up, or any number of things. He just sucked. He didn't believe in me, basically, at all, you know? And, like, if you guys have heard the songs that I've done, I mean, I don't suck, you know? And the reason why I don't suck is because that dude, you know, he would take any opportunity he could to make fun of me. Like, that was any chance that he got, he would do it. Or any chance that he got to, like, try to embarrass me in front of the class, like, he would take it every single time. So there's, like, a difference between doing that and then busting your friend's balls for being, like, a recluse. Like, you know, there's totally a different thing there. For me, I feel like, yeah, it ended up helping me, like, what that guy did, but that wasn't his agenda. He wasn't trying to help. You know, he would just bust my balls in such a way. I wouldn't even call it busting my balls. Like, it was just trying to embarrass the shit out of me at any opportunity he had. And then when I would do well, he would act super surprised, you know? And then, like, of course, the other classmates that I had, like, oh, well, Jimmy's completely fucking stupid, so let's all make fun of him because that's what the teacher does, you know? And it's just like... that's the kind of thing that sucks. You know, that's the kind of thing that you don't want to deal with. So if, like, there are kids out there who have a teacher who acts like a fucking dick, like, call them out on it. Like, seriously, call them out on it. Because they may fucking act like they're the superior fucking person in the classroom and everything. And I'm not saying be insubordinate and just be like a total trash talking dickhead, like, for no reason. But if you were seriously getting picked on by your teacher or whatever, call them out and be like, do you do this just because... like, it makes you feel better about yourself, or because you don't believe in me, like, and do it in front of everybody. And, like, people might laugh, people might fucking make fun of you. Fuck them. Like, don't let that deter you away from getting your fucking point across, because I guarantee you, your teacher's gonna fucking think about that. Like, he's gonna be like, or she is gonna be like, wow, this person isn't the pushover I thought they were. And it happens, you know, like, even to this day, like, they try, like, teachers bully kids. They definitely do. And they're like, that's like this thing. Like when I was a kid, like the whole like, bullying thing. Oh, son of a bitch. I forgot to, let's grab this. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Sorry. Got a little sidetracked. We're talking about things that suck and can't remember what the fuck it is I'm trying to do. Anyway, I don't know, like, when I was a kid, we didn't have this whole, like, anti-bullying movement. Like, there was none of that. Like, if someone was a bully, you either took care of it yourself or you just became a pushover for the rest of your fucking life. Like, that's how that worked, You either fought back or you didn't. And the people that didn't ultimately, like, fell within Darwinism's rules, like survival of the fittest, right? And so I have that kind of mentality to myself. Like, I will bust someone's balls, and I mean it in, like, the most, like, lighthearted way. That sucks. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The only thing that's down there is a fucking 1-up. I just wanted to try that because I tried the other one last time. But anyway, just don't stand for it. Like, if someone's bullying you, man, fucking stand up for yourself and be like, even if it's a teacher, especially if it's a teacher. Because I wish that I mean, you know what it was? Like, when I finally stood up to that music teacher, like, I ended up just quitting band, which sucked because I didn't want to. I really did not want to quit band because band was, like, something that I excelled in. I got good grades, even though the fucking teacher hated me. I did fine. And one day, like, I skipped band practice one day. Literally. I'm not even under exaggerating or anything. I know that's not even a thing, but I'm not, like, I'm telling you the truth. I skipped one day to go out with my uncle shopping, I told the people at work people at band that I had to work, right? Well, of course, the people that I was in band with, like the drum line, like, they used to bust my balls too, and it was also the same way. Like, it wasn't out of fun. It was because they just thought I sucked. They, like, tell on me. I was like, oh, Jimmy isn't at work. Like, he's out with his uncle, like, shopping and all this shit. That uncle's dead now, so I have no regrets. Like, like, no regrets over that. But anyway, like, I go to school the next day and I'm in, like, speech class and I get called down as like, hey, Mr. Frederick wants to talk to you. And it's like, okay, so somehow or another, he feels that he has the authority to pull me out of another class that I enjoy. I enjoyed speech class, in case you couldn't tell. And I go down to talk to him, and he's like, so you had to work yesterday. I knew why I was there immediately, So I just, like, go along with it. I'm like, yeah, I had to work, It's like, I had to work until this time. And he was like, okay, so at what point did you go out with your uncle? And I just, like, smiled because I knew where he was going. It was as if he thought it was a thing about him. He thought I was too stupid to pick up on what he was trying to lay down. Like, he didn't think I would see it coming, It's like, there's only one reason why you're fucking pulling me down here, dude, Like, there's only one reason why you're pulling me out of class to bring me down in front of fucking, like, I mean, there was no one there, but it was me and him, And I just flat out asked him, like, because I smiled and he was like, oh, and you're pleased with this? It was like, yeah, you're a smart guy. You figured it out. Way to go, And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, he's like, okay, well, here's the thing. Like, I had long hair then too. And he's like, well, here's the thing. If you want to be in band next year, you're going to have to cut your hair and you're going to be on the sideline. And I was just like, now this specific year was the only year that I actually ever marched on the field. And the reason why I was able to march on the field was because of my fucking drum instructor, who actually believed in me. My drum instructor, like, talked Mr. Frederick. I'm just going to fucking name drop the son of a bitch. He like talked him into letting me march on the field. And he didn't want to do that. I was trying to jump up there and see if I couldn't find another coin. But I think the coin's back there, but I'm not sure. I'll fucking figure it out. But anyway, he's like, you're going to have to cut your hair, and I'm going to have to talk with your parents, and you're going to be on the sideline. And I was like, well, fuck you then. This is exactly what I said, verbatim. Fuck. I was like, all right, well, fuck you then. I'm not going to be in your band anymore. And then he turns around and he's like, well, I think band would be very good for you. It's like, oh, yeah, it would be really good for me if you weren't such a fucking cocksucker who hated me. I was like, why do you fucking hate me? Like, I just flat out asked him, why do you fucking hate me? And he had no fucking answers. But we'll get to that in the next episode, guys. We'll see you then.